If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many, many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm today to get started. Hello, self-developers, and welcome to the Patrick Kelly Podcast for Self-Development, where I will be reviewing audible books on self-development that can change your life for the better this year and years to come. It is said that if we keep on doing what we always did, we will keep on getting what we always got. In other words, to change our output, we first have to change our input. Today is April 3rd, 2022, and this is episode 14 of season 2. And today we'll be reviewing the audible book Goals: How to Get Everything You Want Faster Than You Ever Thought Possible by Brian Tracy. This audible book will teach you how to achieve every goal that you ever wanted in life.
Chapter 1.
Unlock your potential. The potential of the average person is like a huge ocean unsailed, a new continent unexplored, a world of possibilities waiting to be released and channeled towards some great good. Brian Tracy. Success is goals, and all else is commentary. All successful people are intensely goal-oriented. They know what they want, and they are focused single-mindedly on achieving it every single day. Your ability to set goals is the master skill of success. Goals unlock your positive mind and release ideas and energy for goal attainment. Without goals, you simply drift and flow on the currents of life. With goals, you fly like an arrow straight and true to your target. One of the rules for success is this: it doesn't matter where you're coming from, all that matters is where you're going.
Chapter 2.
Take charge of your life. A man, as a general rule, owes very little to what he is born with. A man is what he makes of himself. Alexander Graham Bell. If anything in your life were going to change, it would have to begin with you. If you didn't change, nothing else would change. You are responsible. One of your most important goals, if you want to be truly happy and successful, is to free yourself from negative emotions, and fortunately, this can be done if you learn how. The negative emotions of fear, self-pity, envy, jealousy, feelings of inferiority, and ultimately anger are mostly caused by 4 factors. Once you identify and remove these factors from your thinking, your negative emotions stop automatically. When your negative emotions stop, the positive emotions of love, peace, joy, and enthusiasm flow in to replace them, and your whole life changes for the better. Sometimes in a matter of minutes or even seconds. The 4 factors to remove from your life are:
1.
Justification. You can only be negative as long as you can justify to yourself and others that you are entitled to be angry or upset for some reason.
2.
Rationalization. When you rationalize, you attempt to give a socially acceptable explanation for an otherwise socially unacceptable act.
3.
Over-concern or hypersensitivity. For some people, their entire self-image is determined by the way other people speak to them, talk to them, or about them, or even look at them.
4.
Blaming. Refuse to blame anyone for anything, past, present, or future. Affirmation. I am responsible for my success and failures. Nobody else is.
Chapter 3.
Create your own future. You will become large as your controlling desire, or as great as your dominant aspiration. James Allen. In more than 33 studies of leaders conducted over the years, there is a special quality that stands out. One quality that all great leaders have in common. It is the quality of vision. Leaders have vision. Non-leaders do not. Leaders think about the future and where they are going and what they can do to get there. Non-leaders, on the other hand, think about the present and the pleasures and problems of the moment. They think and worry about the past and what has happened that cannot be changed. Think about the future. We call this leadership quality future orientation. Leaders think about the future and what they want to accomplish and where they want to arrive sometime down the road. Leaders think about what they want and what can be done to achieve it. The good news is that when you begin to think about your future as well, you begin to think like a leader, and you will soon get the same results that leaders get.
Chapter 4.
Clarify your values. One universe made up of all of that is, and one God in it all, and one principle of being, and one law, the reason shared by all thinking creatures, and one truth. Marcus Aurelius. One of the most important characteristics of leaders and top people in every area of life is that they know who they are and what they believe in and what they stand for. Average people are usually confused about their goals, values, and ideals, and as a result, they go back and forth and accomplish very little. Men and women who become leaders, on the other hand, with the same or even fewer abilities and opportunities, go on to accomplish great things in whatever they attempt. Life is lived from the inside out. The very core of your personality is your values. Your values are what make you the person you are. Everything you do on the outside is dictated and determined by your values on the inside, whether clear or fuzzy. The greater clarity you have regarding your values on the inside, the more precise and effective will be your actions on the outside.
Chapter 5.
Determine your true goals. Realize what you really want. It stops you from chasing butterflies and puts you to work digging gold. William Moulton Marsden. My favorite word in goal setting and in success in general is the word clarity. There is a direct relationship between the level of clarity you have about who you are and what you want and virtually everything you accomplish in life. Superior men and women invest the time necessary to develop absolute clarity about themselves and what they really want, like designing a detailed blueprint for a building before they begin construction. Average people just throw themselves at life, like a dog chasing a passing car, and wonder why they never seem to catch anything or keep anything worthwhile. Burning desire is absolutely essential to the overcoming of obstacles and the achieving of great goals. For your desire to be intense enough, your goals must be purely personal. They must be goals that you choose for yourself rather than goals that someone else wants for you or that you want to achieve to please someone in your life. In goal setting, for the process to be effective, you must be perfectly selfish about what it is that you really want for yourself.
Chapter 6.
Decide upon your major definite purpose. There is one quality which one must possess to win, and that is definite of purpose, the knowledge of what one wants and a burning desire to possess it. Napoleon Hill. Since you become what you think about most of the time, a major definite purpose gives you a focus for every waking moment. The more you think about your major definite purpose and how to achieve it, the more you activate the law of attraction in your life. You begin to attract to you people, opportunities, ideas, and resources that help you to move more rapidly toward your goal and move your goal more rapidly toward you. By the law of correspondence, your outer world of experience will correspond and harmonize with your inner world goals. When you have a major definite purpose that you think about, talk about, and work on all the time, your outer world will reflect this like a mirror image.
Chapter 7.
Analyze your beliefs. The only thing that stands between a man and what he wants from life is often merely the will to try it and the faith to believe that it is possible. Richard M. DeVos. Perhaps the most important of all mental laws is the law of belief. This law says that whatever you believe with conviction becomes your reality. You do not believe what you see what you already believe. You actually view your world through a lens of beliefs, attitudes, prejudices, and preconceived notions. you are what you think you are, but what you think you are. In the Old Testament, it says, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." This means that you will always act on the outside based on your innermost beliefs and convictions about yourself. In the New Testament, Jesus says, "According to your faith, it is done unto you." This is another way of saying that your intense beliefs become your realities. They determine what happens to you. Change your thinking, change your life. Closing thoughts. On a scale of 1 to 5, I would give this audible book an awesome 5 for providing multiple chapters on how to achieve your goals and win in life. To find out more about this audible book, go to www.audible.com and download this audible book, or go to www.briantracy.com to find out more information and other books written by the author. Remember to subscribe to this podcast on your favorite podcast platform so you do not miss an episode. And also remember to please share this episode via text or email with friends and family and other people that you care about. Follow me on Twitter at Kelly Podcast or Instagram at Patrick Kelly_podcast. For more episodes of the Patrick Kelly Podcast for self-development, go to www.thepatrickkellypodcast.com. If you would like to donate $1 or more to the support of this podcast, click the donate button at www.thepatrickkellypodcast.com or go to $Patrick Kelly Podcast on Cash App, and I'll be sure to thank you on the next episode. This is the end of this podcast for today. Tune in next week Sunday for the next episode and the next audible book of over 300 books that I'll be reviewing on the Patrick Kelly Podcast for self-development. If you enjoyed this podcast, take a moment to rate and review on Apple Podcasts. This really helps me out. Feel free to share this podcast with someone you care about. And remember, your life does not get better by chance, it gets better by change. Take care.